I own the GPD Win Max original OG 2020 Intel i5 handheld PC in 2023 by choice. I know this device is practically ancient in technology land, but I still think it has a lot of legs in 2023 and I absolutely love it. So here are my thoughts on the Win Max, what I use it for and why I think it's still awesome. There I was minding my own business, going for a shop in Liverpool, and I saw the Win Max. I walked past and thought, I've only just bought the Steam Deck. This is stupid. And then I walked straight back and bought it. I've mentioned other times on this channel that the Steam Deck is a gateway drug to handheld devices, and this was the beginning of my collection. So my Steam Deck, which is the 512GB version, which I also bought secondhand from CX for £500, and my Win Max for £400 with the same storage from the same shop. Bang for buck, 400 quid, this device does loads. So first of all, the size. It's pretty much the same footprint as my iPad mini. It's the same size as my physical notebook, and it even fits into my teeny tiniest handbags at a push. I also like, because it is a laptop clamshell sort of design, that the screen is always protected and you don't have to worry about throwing it in a bag as much as other devices. So what games can it play and why do I care? Well, there's a few games on the Steam Deck that I'm sad that I can't play. For instance, Overwatch 2, Halo 3 Online, Fortnite, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, and Minecraft. 5 of my very favourite games. Now, some of those you can play on Steam Deck with faffing and working around, and you know, you can. Some of those games I just mentioned could actually get you banned on the Steam Deck because you have to circumvent the anti-cheat software that isn't compatible with Linux on the Steam Deck. It is all compatible with Windows, which is what the Win Max runs on. And the graphics play great. You have to play certain things on lower graphics, but I don't really mind because the screen's quite small anyway. And just having that on the go fills the void that the Steam Deck couldn't really do. Or it can do, but I'm not willing to do it. I know there are workarounds, but having something that works natively is just easier. And Minecraft on that lovely larger screen is so chill. I can just sit on my couch and just build my silly little houses in Minecraft for hours on end, living my best life. And because it is a Windows device, we can access Windows PC Game Pass. Xbox PC Game Pass? You know what I mean. So you can get loads for a small monthly subscription, or I tend to pay 3 months at a time for 20 odd quid, and then if I want to cancel at any point I can. The Win Max is also ideal for my FPV drone practice. I can connect my controller, and because it's Windows, I don't have to remap the controller every time like I do on the Steam Deck, and it just blooming works. And because it's in a laptop sort of form factor, I can stick it on a tray table or on a table or on my lap and just play and get my thumbs ready for some FPV droning out in the real world. Having this on the go has enabled me to put so many more hours in the game or in the simulator. I don't know if you'd class it as a game or not because it's kind of practice, but it's fun. I highly recommend it. In one of the 5 games I talked about at the beginning, Tony Hawk's, the remastered version that I have on PlayStation, can't get easily on the Steam Deck because it's not on the Steam store, it's via the Epic Games Store. Workarounds are available, yada yada yada. It's one of my very, very favourite party games slash drinking games. Challenging someone to a game of horse is so much fun. And, you know, just whipping out the Win Max when you're in the pub or in someone's house. I challenge you to a game of horse. It's just dead fun. And just being able to do that on a very affordable device that I wouldn't necessarily like cry if it got a little bit abused in those situations. Like imagine taking out like a Win 2 and I wouldn't get it out of my bag because it would be so expensive. But this, it's, you know, it's 400 quid YOLO. And Tony Hawk's runs like a blooming dream. Max settings, straight out the box, no faffing, it's great. So that's some of the gaming aspects, but what else can it do? Well, it's a PC. That might be a bit obvious, but it's actually a really good blooming PC. We have all the connectivity we could ask for. We have a full-sized HDMI, so we can add it to a monitor or a TV. We have Bluetooth and USBs for days. I am a photographer by trade, so when I travel, I need a device that I can back up my footage onto very securely. So I can back up all of my photographs, all of my video onto my external SSD cards, and even open up Lightroom and Photoshop and do some editing on the go when I'm away. The HDMI is super handy as well if you pair it with some Joy-Cons or other Bluetooth controllers. You can stick your multiplayer games on the TV and have quite a Switch-like experience, which is really good fun. Particularly if you're going away with friends or as a couple, having some entertainment like that is just worth its weight in gold. Of course you can do that on other devices like the Steam Deck and such, but you don't have to take docks or anything. This is sort of a one device that does it all. It's almost like you have your iPad, your work PC, your Steam Deck, everything all in one handy dandy device. So are there newer devices? Yes. Do devices that are newer and are more expensive pack more of a punch? Of course. But for my needs, for 400 quid, I thought it was well worth taking a punt on, and I am so impressed with what it can do. I think in 2023, the original Win Max at the right price still has a lot of life in it yet. Watch this video next where I pit the Win Max and the Steam Deck in a head-to-head handheld off and show you the pros and cons of both.